angles. We're gonna get into it. Let's see. Now, in order to do the sit-up sweep, I have to sit up as fast as I can. So unfortunately, that is just way too slow. So the way I learned is to over-exaggerate it, and then I tighten it up, and let me explain. So I need to be able to roll myself in order to sit up as quickly as possible. So I learned to make a giant hoop, and you roll the hoop. So I plant both of my feet onto the mat, I make this little hoop, and I'll go from one side going off of this shoulder, and I throw that hoop. So I go shoulder, elbow, all the way up onto my hand, okay? And that's how I learned, going from here. And now we can start to tighten it up. I make a smaller little hoop, and then now we can just go from here pretty quickly, okay? So if I decide that this is the side that my hand is going to come up on, I have to pretty much invest my whole entire body to one side, okay? So with that being said, after I get up onto this side hand, I take the opposite arm and I'm going to raise my hips, pushing off of my hand and my feet. I'm getting my hips up, and I'm going to latch my armpit directly over his shoulder, okay? Now, there's a lot of different ways that I learned on how to grab with your hands. You can grab the belt, you can grab his back, but typically I kind of like to grab the tricep and kind of bring in his elbow. And that's going to limit any ability for him to be able to post and stop himself. So now that I got this latch, I'm holding on, I grab his elbow, I'm keeping it close to my chest. One last little detail that I want to do is I want to make sure that I roll over my ankle safely. So I don't plant the bottom of my foot flat. I'm always going to bring it to the side and let that rest right there. So now that I'm here, I'm pushing off of hand, opposite foot that is planted flat, and I'm going to hit him with my hips. I need to generate a lot of power to knock him over. So I hit him with my hips, we go up and over. Now I land in my mount, life is pretty good. So let's go to this side. So I'm rolling shoulder, elbow, hand. I'm planting my feet first, and then I go shoulder, elbow, hand. I get my hips up high, especially because Albert is much taller than me. I have to get myself to him as quickly as possible. I latch my armpit over his shoulder, kind of over his collarbone, and I'm going to grab his arm, bringing it in close to my chest. I make sure that this is nice and off to its side, so it's very easy for me to roll off of, okay? I hit him with my hips, we come up and over. And let's do one just in real time, just so you can see how quickly and how hard I have to hit him with my hips in order to get him over. And now we're here. Sorry. Yeah, it's all or nothing on that one. And that's the sit-up sweep from guard.